Okay, so what I want to talk about real quick is well, maybe you can't see my mouse too good here. Anyways, what I want to talk about is battle rating, right? What we refer to as BR and War Thunder. And oftentimes I hear guys complaining, getting all mad at the beginning of a match that been up tiered again, up tiered. I don't really, I don't really understand that mentality or that line of thinking. Um, some people even think, based on the vehicle you take out, that you get up tiered or you get, eh, 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 because I don't understand it, I really can't explain what the heck they're talking about. But what I have done in the past, in trying to figure out what's going on, and kind of prove it a little bit, is write down the matches that I have been encountering. Um, so in this particular case, I have here 10 games, and I wrote down everybody's BR, and I've organized them in such a way that every match has a BR rating range of 1, right? So in this particular case, it's 3040. I was flying a BR 3.3. Um, your BR rating is the average of your, not really average, but I could explain a little bit more about BR in a later video, or I think I have one where I talked about it earlier. Maybe I'll link that a bit. Um, but it's your top three. It's a result of your top three BR rated aircraft, and you can see that when you're going out, you look at statistics, hover over your name, and it tells you what your BR is. In this case, BR 3.3 for me. Okay, to 10 matches, and so the way I have it here organized is you'll see this is the bottom BR, uh, this is the middle, or okay, so the lowest BR, second to the lowest, second to the highest, and the highest BR. Right, so I have three different groups here. This yellow one up here is the lowest BR. This group down here is the highest. Okay, white is kind of the average. This is where most of the players show up. I feel right in the middle. Okay, and then here the second group, second highest BR. All right. What I found is where you're placed in the match is simply based on how often you are winning and losing. You see up here, just made some quick notes. These are some awards I got. I thought maybe if the awards, if you did really good, and the game was saying, hey, in this particular match, he got too many kills, so let's make it harder for him, right? Or something like this. Here it is, so many kills. So this was, I got Hero Survivor, 14 kills with a win. Uh, that's a pretty good game, right? These are pretty good rewards. Decent amount of kills. A win brought me down. Okay. Um, what do we got here? 16 kills, a fail. A hero still brought me up. Okay. What I got here? Well, this one didn't really do afterwards. Anyways, what I see is after a fail, in this particular case, I have here too. This is the average BR, so true average, and this is the difference between the averages. So the fail here, you see, this is where it's red. This is my team. This is enemy team. Um, these guys had a slight advantage. Okay, 0.07 difference in the average BR. Slight advantage. We failed. It kept me at the same BR. This game got closer with hardly a difference at all. Right, in BR level, we won. After winning, it makes things a little bit more difficult for me. Okay, fail. Right, odds were in our advantage. We failed. Uh, game stayed the same. Failed. So now it says, okay, well, it looks like you're overmatched or you can't handle it. Here, let's bring you up. BR. Give you more advantage here. Right. It also gave me a more advantage, point 12 or 1200s or 12. I don't know what the heck is. um, right? Where was I? So it brought us up in the BR. I failed again, and it brought us up again in the BR. Right? Once we won this particular game, said okay, brought you down again. Failed, brought you up. Win, stayed the same. Win, made it more difficult. So, just from what I conclude from this, I mean, this was a pretty good 10. It kind of proved, um, a little bit of what the game's doing. If you don't play the objective and you just kind of play the game and go out and get, aircraft kills, um, you're probably gonna find that your win loss ratio is 50%, right? Because when you win, it makes it harder for you, and you don't until you start failing, and then it's gonna make it easier for you, right? And this is just gonna be, you know, how do you say, happenstance or whatever. The game's doing it. You're gonna win a couple, then you're gonna start losing, make things easier. You're gonna win a couple, so it's gonna keep you right on an average. You can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most of the games that I played, right, are right here in the middle because winning and losing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails, 5 wins. Okay, 50-50. If you're a player that um, always wins, always plays the objectives, you fly in a squad that's always trying to win, you're always going to be the bottom BR. Okay, so I mean, if that's your objective to win, you will always be quote unquote up tier. You will always be the bottom BR, and probably even at a great disadvantage to win. Okay, that makes sense. You're winning, you're getting more research points, you're getting more cash, right? Okay, it makes it worth winning. Makes the game a little bit more interesting. Okay, these guys down here, these guys have had a little bit of trouble winning, right? I mean, I went through and I said, this is kind of crappy. Why am I always in the bottom BR? I would almost always be like, let's see, only one time in this particular 10 was I above average or given, the top two BR levels, right? And this happened to me several times, and I played quite a bit, and I was writing down how many matches did I need to see before I got the top BR in a match. And I think I got up to 30 and I quit counting because this is ridiculous. And I was getting really upset. Right? So these guys here have been failing quite a bit. These guys here probably aren't that great of players. I don't know what the deal is, right? I don't know. These are the guys, though, that when you take one of these planes and you kill one of these are the guys that are rage quitting. These are the guys that are like, complaining here, flying, I don't know, 4.0 Russians, getting mad that the P-47 shot them down, and complaining that the P-47 is, overpowered or whatever. Okay, these are the guys crying, the ones that can't seem to do much winning, I guess, or these are the ones, in my opinion. I'm not saying that's true. Whatever. In my opinion, these are probably the guys. All right. Um, I don't know. There's no real way I can tell you how you can get into this advantage here without losing. I haven't seen it. I've been playing a couple years, 2, 3 years, and I've tried real hard to try and get this. once in a while you get this match. Once in a great while you get in Europe here. And I think, there are times when it just needs another player and it throws you in there. Or maybe it's like a really small percentage chance that you get this match down here to be the top BR in a match. And mostly I play, but I'm flyer, I'm a pilot. I don't do a lot of tanking, but I can't imagine this would be any different for tanks. Everything that I do for aircraft, I apply it to tanks when I'm playing tanks, and it seems the same deal. I mean, I know there's some BRs where, uh, you know, if you are in the bottom, especially with tanks, I mean, killing these guys up here is nearly impossible. I've seen that happen. I know, but that doesn't mean up tier. I mean, if you're staying down here, it's because you've been winning. If you're if you are driving a crappy tank that can't handle these higher BRs, and you're losing, 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 well, you'll be up here. It'll change it. But if you're on a team, you're playing safe. I don't know. Maybe you're not getting a whole bunch of kills, but your team's winning, right? Da-da-da-da-da. There you are. Uh, I'm a player that likes to stay alive. I don't. I don't just go out and try and get as many kills as I can. That's not how I do things. I try to stay alive. Try to win the match. I'm always down here. I'm I I, I don't know, but I like to play things as hard as possible. So you know, I'm always taking the crappy planes out. I'm always trying to be this guy, and I'm always looking for these guys. Okay, so I fly Americans, so a lot of times, these 4.3s, I'm looking for the 190 A4. I'm looking for the Spitfires. I'm looking for the 109s, right? And I'm killing those guys. With whatever I'm flying. Um, but I just want to talk real quick. I don't know about how quick it is or not, but about BR. Um, game's not out to get you. All right, it's just fun. Uh, get used to being the bottom BR. Okay, get used to what planes you're flying against that have the most advantage, and kill those guys. Okay, once you do that, right, you get what is it, the one where you kill one rank higher or one BR higher or whatever. I don't know. You get rewards for doing it. Check out your statistics, find these players, and go get rid of them. Right? They're gonna rage quit. They're probably not. These are the guys that probably have like 7, 9 planes for every match. Okay. The guys up here probably have 3 planes, whatever. Not losing very many guys, getting a bunch of kills. Right? They're these guys. All right. Get rid of these, and you're not up tiered anymore, right? You're not dealing with that. They're a pretty decent match, and start working on these guys. All right. I mean, that's kind of how I roll. Anyways, good talking to you. It's a little bit about BR, battle rating. I do have another video that talks a little bit more about how they calculate battle rating and so forth. Maybe I'll just make a little playlist on the both of them. Okay, guys.